Hey guys, welcome back. Not a build video, but I had to share this stuff with you. I got my hobby nut order in. I mentioned that on the last video. I've got some other kits that I've gotten, some from people, some from eBay, and I got a shop card, two shop cards from John Boyer, Left Hand Models. So check this out. Here's his email, lefthandmodels@gmail.com. Got a Hudson, Sherman tank, a Sopwith Camel, if I'm correct, a steam engine, the Robert, is that how you spell Robert? Robert E. Lee? Anyway, there's the Robert E. Lee, and he's got the Gunther Bryan, the U-47 Gunther Bryan. Oops, you can't see it. I'm trying to read it. That's nice. And on this side, got a space shuttle. Got a cool looking race car there. Chad Little's car that's just been destroyed, dirtied up. Got the hauler taking it off. Got a little mini bike, and then a I think it's one of those Weirdos kits from I believe Lindbergh, probably before that. Who made those things? I don't know. Maybe Atlantis. I don't know. But anyway, it looks like something Ed Roth would have made. So that's a cool one. And then he's got this one. This is a longer one. It's the same pictures. It's just a bigger one. So that's really cool. So thank you, John. John sent a little letter. And up in the top corner it says, "Left is not wrong, just backwards. You might even hold on, I'm trying to read it backwards. You might need even something to use a mirror." That's funny, John. All right, so Left Hand Models. That is pretty cool. So thank you for that, John. All right, so real quick, I want to show you some of the paints I got. I got a couple of new colors from MCW. Got this one, Maserati red. There's the number. I love some red cars, but Heather's like, you make everything red. But anyway, yeah, there's so many red colors MCW has. Got another race red. That's a really nice one. It is a deep dark red, not dark red, but bright red. And there's the number for that one. So this is a modern color. I'm not sure, because I forget what the numbers stand for every time. But anyway, that's that color, race red. Then there's Matador red, and that is an older car color. What would that have been on a Matador? What was that? Was that like an AMC or something like that? I don't know. Matador red. Got a Kodak brown. All the metallic is at the bottom, but you can really see what color that is. So Kodak brown. Here's one, Caffeine. Everybody likes that one. So Caffeine gloss enamel. That's going to be a brown, like a real metallic-y brown color. I would shake it up, but I ain't going to. But anyway, that looked really nice on whichever car. I forget what it is. It's a modern color. Here's Elkhart Lake Blue. I don't do many blues, but this one looked really nice. It's also a modern car color. Forget what Mopar or Dodge or Ford or Chevy or whichever one it was. But anyway, Elkhart Lake Blue Metallic. And then Iconic Silver Metallic. So that's a silver. It's a modern color also by that number. You can look it up at MCW or go over to Hobby Nut Models and check out that what Iconic Silver Metallic. All those colors have a corresponding car with it on, and they'll usually be the right kind of make. And I got another Velvet Red. That's what I painted my 39 Chevy with, Velvet Red, that I got the award for best paint at the Charleston show, which is super cool. But anyway, Velvet Red, I think so far my favorite, at least metallic color. Oh man, it looks so nice. Then I got some more flat blacks, I think a couple of gloss blacks. I did pick up a Tamiya LP27, which is, what color is that? German gray. And yes, it's just a flat gray, I think, like a army tank color or something. But you know, that would look really nice on like what comes to me is like a 49 Mercury, just that gray with a high gloss on it. I think something like that with nice fenders and rolling. I just think that would look really cool. So I got this for maybe a build like that, and then I would, you know, I would clear over it. Speaking of clear, I got a another bottle of the Tamiya LP9 clear coat. So that's what that is. You can use this. You know, I use 2K mostly, but this is what you would spray over your, if you had a flat color, if it wasn't shiny enough, you'd spray this clear over it. And got another thing, glue, and my most favorite primer, the Mr. Hobby Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Gray. Stuff lays down so slick and so smooth. You hardly even, unless you got a bad spot, you can literally, at least I do, just shoot the paint right over it. It is some great primer. I also got another gray. What is this? Same one? Yeah, this is another German gray. Actually, I got 3 of those. And then I got a Mr. Hobby Mr. Finishing Surfacer pink. So if you had like a red or something like that, and you wanted to keep that brightness of that red, you would use a really light primer, and this pink would work really good for that. Or if you're painting a pink car or something like that, you can spray it over the gray, and that's not a problem. But it tends to, if the base coat is darker than the color you're spraying, it's going to deepen that color. So you can use like the pink, and that will keep your color nice and bright. So that's the paints that I got from Hobby Nut. And then I got 2 kits from him. I thought this one was pretty cool. You've seen it. A lot of people already have probably, you've seen it opened and everything else, but the 70 Torino Cobra. Had a friend, or I would suppose they're still friends, more like acquaintances than friends, but I used to work for him. One of my first jobs, I worked at a gas station called Woodard's Auto Center. And Tim Woodard had a 1970 Torino. It wasn't the Cobra Jet. It did have a 429 in it. I don't think it wasn't a Cobra. Although he did end up getting the 500 wheels for it. I think it may have had those, and he got them new ones for it. Anyway, my dad restored that car, or at least painted it, and it was really cool. Tim had a nitrous system set up on it with throttle activated, so when you stomped it, when it's on, you know, it would throw, I think it was a 75 shot or something like that. Thing would really go. I rode in it one time, and it would go anyway, because Tim had a nice built 429 in it, and when you'd turn the nitrous on, man, that thing would really scoot. But yeah, very, very cool kit. And I think this is if I'm not mistaken, it's a new tool model kit from Revell. So that's really neat. I have envisioned, of course, not the Cobra Jet, but because it already has the engine bay for a big block, I was thinking more like one of those blown 460s of mine, sticking out of the hood with the tubbed rear end, and a set of maybe something like these weld rod lights on the back with the Mickey Thompsons, or something like that. You know, there's the drag lights, and actually I like these even better. I just don't know if it fit that car so good, but anyway, the what are these, Centerline Convo Pros, I think is what they are. But anyway, something like that on this with the big blower, you know, blower hat sticking out. I just think that would look cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool to have plans, whether you ever do them or not. You know, that's another thing. All right, and lastly, from Hobby Nut Models, I got this. So I got one of those 77 Chevy pickups. Now, I remember as a kid when this kit came out, and well, yeah, I mean, I had to be a kid. It's a 77. I remember the hot rod version and all that it came out in, and I remember seeing that. I never built one, and I never knew of anybody that did build one. These wheels, newly tooled wheels, so they're different wheels than what would have come on the truck. The truck would have had a different style. I can picture the style wheel it's got, but these aren't it. These are what I always called the big bullet hole wheels. I don't know what the actual name of those wheels are. The engine looks awful small in the engine bay, though. Does it not? It's the first I've looked at it. That thing looks just absolutely tiny in there. I got something that would fix that, though. And I never have liked the exhaust at all. And but you know what? It's a classic, and I'm glad they repopped it. So that is very neat to add to the stash. I want to open it up. I have heard that the back half of the body. So my coworker Todd, if Todd's watching this video, hey Todd, I think he's the one that said that the back of the body, he built it as a kid, I believe. Me and Todd have a lot of fun together at work, and because he's a gearhead, and he has built models in the past as a kid and stuff. But he said that the back of the body glues on there. I think he said that was kind of a pain that he can remember. But and I've seen quite a few people build this. But yeah, very cool. I think it's neat. And I guess you could tub it out and put a big blown Ford, sticking out the hood of that too. That would make so many people happy. So that would be cool. All right, so now let's see. Just got this in today, and I wasn't expecting it, but my friend Larry Parr out from, let me see if I can pronounce it, Towanda, California. Larry's out in Towanda, California. Larry has sent me in the past some cool stuff. He has sent me some of the old Highway Pioneer kits and things like that. But he sent this. It's partially started, but this is cool as can be. And as far as I haven't even had time to look it up, but it's not. I'm not sure. And I guess in the comments, you guys, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell me, what is that brand? I don't know, but it's an old kit. Industrial Motive. No, it is IMC. Okay, that was just a weird. I don't know if I've seen that logo. So this is an early one here. 125th Indianapolis 500 Lotus powered by Ford racing car. And it is kit number 1-139. So it would have been $1.39 retail price. And that is cool as can be. I've got to look it up to see what year this is. Man, look at that. He was sitting on the ground. Big old tires on it too. But yeah, that is too cool. Thank you, Larry. Never expected to see that in the mail today when I checked it. So I really appreciate that. And then my friend Troy Roberts and myself did a model swap. He acquired this one and asked if I was interested. I was like, yeah. He didn't hear me say that because it was a text, but that's what I said. Yeah. And, or as me and my friend Todd at work always say, yeah. But anyway, 29 Ford Model A. He knew that I'd want this, and he asked me if I had a kit that he was looking for. So we did a swap. So I got that, and that's how it would be built when I build it. So I don't really care for the box art build. I actually think that's kind of ugly, and the engine is just terrible. Just terrible as far as detail. But I know these kits have a really nice 4-cylinder and all that stuff. So that's cool. 1989 version of that kit, still sealed. So I appreciate you working with me, Troy. Troy's a good friend of mine. Lives in Timewell, Illinois, in a Milva cornfield, looks like, from the pictures I've seen. All right, another eBay. Oh, check this out. So I'm always on the prowl for monster truck kits, and I came across this one. And my dad built this as a kid when I was a kid. I remember him doing it. I don't know what happened to it or anything like that. But anyway, it's gone. Probably ended up burning up in his house fire, but whatever was left of it. But this is your Destroyer number 1. Then they had a couple more Destroyers. I'm looking up on my shelf. I think it's no, that's Thunderbolt. But the Destroyer. Oh, I got it up here. Where's it at? There it is. Let me grab it real fast. I'll be right back. All right, so this is the Destroyer number 1. And it had tractor tires from like a toy tractor. And the tires look awful. Not in bad shape. They just look awful as far as like realism. But these kits are expensive, let me tell you. And I found this. I don't think it was an auction. I think they had buy it now. When I saw the price, I was like, it can't be complete. Look through the pictures. I think there's like the engine maybe partially glued together, something like that. That's about it. Nothing's really been started. And I got it for, well, way cheaper than what most people are selling them for. You'll see them for $80 to $120. And I was able to pick this up, and that's one. Now, my friend Matt LeBlanc from out in Louisiana, I think it's where Matt's at, in Louisiana, he sent me the box and some parts for one. So hopefully, out of both of them, I'd be able to, if anything's missing, because I have not inventoried this, and you never know what you're going to get. eBay is as bad as going to a model show. If you don't sit there and count every piece, you don't know what you got. But anyway, I'll have to do a box opening on this one because it's super cool, and you just don't see them that often. What year is this thing? Mid to early 80s. Oh, it doesn't have a date on it, I remember. A&T was bad about not having copyright dates on their boxes, but this is it's an Ertl kit, so it's probably 1983, 84, possibly 1985 is right around there. And yeah, that just brings back my dad to me right there. That's really neat. And I think I can remember, I think the decals are in pretty good shape too. So man, what a cool find. Okay, but this is Destroyer 1. So Destroyer 2, this was never a real truck that I know of, but anyway, this is the Destroyer 2. So it went from that, then they made this, which is the Bigfoot truck, except for some differences. I believe one of the differences is the exhaust. I think the Bigfoot exhausts don't come out of the fender or the frame, and this one has a fuel injection. I believe it's fuel injection, or at least it's got like a blower hat on it. And the Bigfoot, let's see. Yeah, it's like supposed to be fuel injected. It's the Bigfoot truck, different decals and a few differences. The grill is different. So you got a few differences. These kits are even more expensive. So apparently they just didn't make as many of these. Now, I didn't just get this one. I've had it. I don't want y'all to think that I just got this off eBay too. But I just love them. And I think this just has a better look than the Bigfoot truck for some reason. Must be the grill, and I don't know. But anyway, yeah, these go for anywhere from $120 maybe to $150 on eBay. But if you see them at shows, you're not going to get them any less than about $80. They're very expensive kits. So if you got one and you want to part with it, wouldn't mind doing some trading. I'd even buy it off of you. But yeah, either one of these kits, if you guys have them on the shelf and you say, I'll never do anything with that, well, you're probably in the same boat as me. But anyway, I'd really like to have them. Not asking for you to send them to me. I'm asking if you have them, I would be more than willing to purchase them off of you. All right. Another eBay buy, and then I've got two more. Anyway, all right, so this is the last eBay buy, and this is cool as heck. So it's an Aurora 1914 Stutz Bearcat. Now this is a harder one to find. So I do have a Stutz Bearcat. So if you look on eBay, you can usually find the Rambler, the Stanley Steamer, the Buick Bug, the 1913 Mercer Raceabout. You got the that's the Rambler, the 1903 Rambler, and the 1904 Oldsmobile. So the 1904 Oldsmobile Curved Dash, I think that's what it's called, Curved Dash Runabout. It's hard to find, and this Stutz Bearcat is hard to find. So I now have two of these. I've got one in the older box. This is in the 70s, early 70s release of this one. Let's see if it's got a date on it. It does not. But this one's all sealed up. And what's cool, it's got a sticker. Rich's Toys, $3.69. Man, that is too cool. Those are the ones that I hate to open because that's just a little piece of history. Not that the model kit isn't a piece of history, but when it has the sticker from Rich's Toys, I don't know where Rich's Toys was at. That would be cool if one of you commenters like knew what Rich's Toys was. I ain't never heard of them. But $3.69 is, by this time, it was just kit number 156. Didn't have a retail price on it. But yeah, very, very cool. So that is a 1914 Stutz Bearcat. So I think I've got all of them. Well, I guess I already had them all. I don't think there's another one of the Auroras that I hadn't got in this Old Timers. Which this is the Old Timers. It's just a newer release box. I don't like the... I mean, this is a wonderful box art. I just like the box art on the original ones. They look so cool. I would grab that one down, but it's got quite a stack on top of it, and I would compare the two box arts, but I won't right now. All right, so the next two are from my friend Michael Lyons, or Mike Lyons. And Mike is a new Patreon member. Thank you, Mike. I'll get your name on the list ASAP. He sent me a box of model kits just recently. And so this is crazy. But anyway, he sent one box, had quite a few in it. He was the one that sent... Well, anyway, this one was in there. So if you can remember, anyway, that was in there, plus quite a few more. So generous of him to do that. But I opened that box up and went through those model kits, and he sent me an email, and he said, hey, there was supposed to be 2 boxes, and I only got 1. And he sent me the tracking information. Oh, you gotta love USPS. I mean, it's getting bad, man. It's getting real bad. It's getting so bad around here that even when you do Amazon, it's getting lost. Stuff. I mean, I had an order of tape, like that we tape our boxes with when we sell stuff. It just didn't show, and in Amazon, just, you know, they refund you, but it's like the mail is getting crazy. So thankfully, we have a little hometown post office, and Heather, because I was at work, she took that. I told her to go see if that package was there, because it looked like to me by the tracking that it was there. She went up to the post office, and Craig, the one of the guys that works at the post office, he said, no, it's in Camellia, Georgia, I think is where it was. He said, that's at Camellia. That's another little bitty small town. I think Camellia is a little small town. Now the address is to me, right? And he said, no, it's in Camellia. So he said, let me see what I can do. That's what I'm talking about, hometown. So Heather left. Craig called the Camellia, Georgia post office, and it's just sitting on their shelf. Now it's got a Nahunta, Georgia address on it, and it's just sitting on their shelf. Like, what, they're just gonna just let it sit there? I mean, somebody from Nahunta gonna drive to Camellia to come pick it up? Obviously it was the wrong address. They weren't doing anything with it. So he called them and he told them, hey, that's supposed to be at my post office. Anyway, they sent it. Thankfully, they sent it. And these 2 kits were in it. So this stuff really floats my boat here. Minicraft 1886 Daimler, you know, Daimler what was they had it was Daimler Benz, but they're Daimler Chrysler. Remember what was Daimler Chrysler? Anyway, Daimler Benz. So this was Mr. Benz and Mr. Daimler, 1886. Looks like a buggy without a horse. And it looks like it had a little steam engine, but that's a little internal combustion engine and all. But anyway, he sent me this, and that is so cool. This kind of stuff here is just what, I just love it. But so thank you very much, Mike, for that. I'm glad they arrived, and they were safe. They just would not have arrived if Mr. Craig at the post office hadn't called Camellia, Georgia. They'd have probably been sent back to you or lost for eternity, like a lot of stuff does in the mail. But anyway, got that. That is super cool. 1/16 scale too. I'm not sure how big it would be, but that literally looks like a buggy that they unhitched a horse from and throwed a sprocket on the back wheel. Oh, it looks like it was a possibly, almost looks like an electrical motor on the back, but it's not. And they did an awful job building this thing. They didn't clean it up at all. Look at that. Wow. Come on, guys. Come on, Minicraft. Who'd you have build this thing? Look at the flash on the bottom of the brake or the step or whatever that is. The flash on the edge of it, just loaded with flash. Anyway, I think you can make that look really cool. Wow, that's awful. Look at the seat, like the paint on there. Wow. Okay, anyway, got that one. And then he also sent this. So it's a Model T 1917 utility World War I Australian Army car. And it's in 1/35th scale. I opened this thing up, and these ICM kits are so nice. And I can't wait to build this. This is going to be really cool, and it's really small, and which is neat because it takes up a lot less shelf space once built. But yeah, that is really cool. So it's a little military. I don't know if I have any military colors, but I'll have to try to get some and dust it up. But yeah, man, that is neat right there. And hey, what's odd? You know, a lot of these old Model Ts would have been right-hand drive, but this is Australian, and it appears to be left-hand drive. It looks like it by the picture, at least. It may not be. I may be totally wrong about that. But I don't know if they were driving on the right-hand side way back then or not. I don't know. Now I'm looking at it, it does look like it's probably on the right-hand side. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got a 1/16 scale up here that was the testers or the Minicraft and all Model T, and it's on the right-hand drive or right-hand side. But anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to... Oh, where did it go? Right here. Oh no, where did it go? There it is. Thank you to John for the shop cards. Don't forget, check out Left Hand Models. That's really cool. Thank you to Larry Parr for the little, was it a Lotus? Where did I put it? Yeah, Lotus. Appreciate that. I really do. Thanks for thinking of me. Must have went to a show and got it. $2, man. If that's what you paid for it, that is cool. IMC with the, apparently the really old logo. But Industro Motive. Where'd it go? There it is. Industro Motive Corporation, Troy, Michigan. Man, that's so cool. That's what IMC stands for, by the way. Industro Motive Corporation. Corp. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. As always, don't forget to go check out hobbynutmodels.com. Mark's got some really cool stuff over there. Go see what you can find to further your hobby. Great guy. Thank you for your support, Mark. Also, if you hadn't already, with this curled up sticker, go check it out. mcvproducts.net. Bring your model to life, as Hobby Dude 007 says. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Everything that you do just blows me away. All right. So, hey, don't forget, if by chance you got one of these on the shelf and want to part with it, let me know. Please email me, comment, whatever. I'd be interested in buying those from you, because I just That's my childhood. I built this one as a kid. As a matter of fact, why not stall just another second? As a matter of fact, I got the pictures right in here. See if we can't pull them. Got the pictures. I don't know if it's in here. Yep. And the camera works better too, so maybe we can see it. There's my friend Ken. He was hanging at the house with me. All right, there's one picture. That's cool. Remember building the old Red Baron. There's the 44. The tailgate is on the truck that I built. There's one of the sprint cars. There's a Mustang, the ZZ Top car, the Boot Hill Express that I painted yellow. It's ugly. Wow, that's ugly. Boot Hill Express. There's looks like a bottom of a Bigfoot truck. These right here are heated up and squashed cars. That right there is a tire of a monster truck. I squashed me some cars, some model cars, and there's a picture of a Mustang and the same picture of another Mustang. Where is that picture? There is, don't look at Jane Fonda. There is it's like a Fairlane right there. I don't remember building these, honestly. There's a Fairlane. There's a Boss 302 right above my thumb. Another Mustang looks like a Beetle right beside it. There's a Ferrari, I think, right there. Another Mustang with the hood up. USA 1, and you see it right here behind the cup. Lady Love. My mom used to sell Lady Love. It was kind of like Avon, but different. And behind that cup is the Destroyer 2. This is the Thunderbolt 2 right here, the back tires or the front tires or something on those crushed cars. And there's the boot hill. It got moved. There's some go-kart trophies when I used to race go-karts. Stuffed animals in my room. Oh, look at the monster truck pictures back there. It brings back memories. All this is burned up now. But when I showed up to the house fire, I got my finger over Jane Fonda. Just don't want to offend anybody. So that window right there, see that red blind? That was my bedroom window, obviously. And there's our air conditioning. I didn't grow up with air conditioning, by the way. That's it. Put it in the window. Yeah, the house is burning down. I got a call like midnight one night. Hey, your dad's house is burning. And when I drove out there, the driveway was on the back side of the window out here. And the last part of the house that was burning was my bedroom. It was too late. Everything was gone. But yeah, monster truck. Man, I was a monster truck fanatic, I'm telling you. Still am. I thought I had another picture of these darn things. I know I've probably already lost most of y'all. You probably already turned the video off. Where is that other picture? Thought I had another picture of a better shot. I don't know. Maybe not. I ain't gonna dig too long. Don't want to keep you guys waiting, but where did it go? Don't know. Guess it ain't here now. It's here, but I just don't know where. Well, shoot. Okay. Anyway. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye. It wasn't a picture. It was a photo negative. Let's see if we can see this on camera. And it's basically the same thing. Just let's see if I can get it closer. Golly, am I blinding you? All right. So this is a negative. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Okay, so on the top left of this picture, you see the 1/16 scale. It might have been 1/8 scale. It was the Thunderbird way back in the day. It looks like maybe a Mustang or something in the middle. SR-71 Blackbird. Oh, there's a Thunderbolt too. I forgot about that. Wow, that's crazy. SR-71 on the top shelf, my very first model I ever built. There's a Thunderbolt to the right of it. Then, you guys are probably just really digging this, right? That's bringing back memories to me. There's Bigfoot. He looks orange. Those are pictures. That's not a fast track spec. There's just pictures. And then looks like the Thunderbolt 2 crushing the cars. And then there's that other picture. And anyway, hey, the bootlegger looks a lot better in blue. But anyway, that's cool stuff. Oh, there's another picture. Can't see any more on that one though. Well, I guess that's it. There's some old car show pictures from way back when I was a kid. I know I'm boring the heck out of you guys. There was one though that my brother's best friend, and I don't have the picture anymore. Maybe I've got a. I don't have it. Where's my cousin? There it is, right there. I need to get this picture developed, just like those other pictures. My brother's best friend. He died at like 21 years old. He was working welding in the bottom of a ship, and a big paper roll fell on him and killed him. That's his Dodge Duster. Oh, sorry. That's his Dodge Duster right there. It looks purple, but it was yellow. Had the black stripes and all, 340. And it was a super cool car, 4-speed. And at the time when we rode in it, I thought that was the fastest car. It was. That thing would put you in the seat. It was cammed up to the max. But yeah, his name was James Holton. And James was tragically killed while working in his wedding was that weekend. I forget what day he died on, but anyway, yeah, a big paper roll, about 5,000 pounds or something, paper roll fell over on him, killed him. But hated that. My brother's best friend. He was a good guy. But anyway, all right. You know how memories bring back memories, and you know who carries these around anymore? You know what I mean? Who's even got those? Can I even get that developed? I don't even know. Maybe I can. All right. So video's over, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Take care.